They keep one of the world's most accurate clocks running by stacking old pennies on it. Big Ben, or actually the Elizabeth Tower if we're being technical about it, has been ticking away since 1859 with the same 5-ton mechanism. The whole thing runs on a 13-foot pendulum that beats every 2 seconds, and they wind it by hand 3 times a week, which takes about 90 minutes each time. When the clock starts running fast or slow, they don't crack open some complicated adjustment panel or call in specialized technicians. They just add or remove pre-decimal pennies from a little tray sitting on top of the pendulum. 1 penny changes the speed by 0.4 seconds per day. That's it. Old pocket change, keeping time for the British Empire. The bell itself, the actual Big Ben, cracked twice, and they never bothered fixing it the second time. The first bell cracked during testing in 1857, so they got a replacement cast, and in 1858, and hauled it to the Westminster with 16 white horses. 2 months after it started ringing, it cracked again because it was using a hammer that was twice as heavy as it should have been. Instead of lowering over 13 tons of bell back down 200 feet, they just rotated it 1/8 of a turn so the hammer wouldn't hit the crack, then swapped in a lighter hammer. The crack's still there today, giving Big Ben that slightly off-key tone that Londoners say means they're home. Most people don't realize Big Ben isn't the tower. The tower used to be called Clock Tower, which might be the least creative name in architectural history, right up there with White House. They renamed it Elizabeth Tower in 2012 after Queen Elizabeth's Diamond Jubilee. Big Ben is just the bell, and nobody even knows for sure why it's called that. Maybe it was named after Sir Benjamin Hall, the large commissioner of works who oversaw the installation. Maybe it was named after heavyweight boxing champion Benjamin Kant. Nobody wrote it down, so we're just guessing. About halfway up the tower at step 114, there's a prison cell. They used it to lock up members of Parliament who broke parliamentary rules. The last guy they threw in there was Charles Bradlaugh in 1880, whose crime was refusing to swear allegiance to Queen Victoria on a Bible because he was an atheist. Now you'll see stories all over the internet claiming a suffragette, Emmeline Pankhurst, was imprisoned there in 1902, but the Parliamentary Archives confirmed that's a complete myth with no evidence supporting it. The room hasn't been used since 1880. It's just sitting empty a third of the way up the 334 steps. The tower took a direct hit from a German bomb during the May 10, 1941 air raid that destroyed the Commons chamber. 2 of the clock faces shattered, sections of the roof got blown apart, but the clock kept running accurately, and Big Ben kept chiming through the entire blitz. When they did the big restoration from 2017 to 2022, spending about £80 million on it, they found out the bomb did way more structural damage than anyone thought. They replaced 700 damaged stone pieces, restored the clock faces to their original Prussian blue color, and added the tower's first ever toilet. The whole mechanism got taken apart for the first time since 1859, cleaned, and put back together. And yeah, they're still keeping it accurate with pennies.